3,500 hours is 145 days. That's nearly half a year. I have nearly half a year played in one game. That game is Dota 2. Dota 2 is an online battle arena game published by Valve. It's basically Valve's version of League of Legends. But as I like to call that genre of games, it was a god in the sky kind of game. But like, how the did I put half a year's playtime on this one game? To do this, we need to kind of go back to 2012. Back in 2012, I made the switch from PS3 to PC gaming. And at the time, I was heavily addicted to DayZ and Counter-Strike. But around 2012, the guys who made DayZ decided to take a big massive shit on it and ruin the game. So at the time, I was mainly playing sort of Counter-Strike. One day, during a Counter-Strike game, one of my friends says, "Hey, the Dota 2 beta is free in Steam. Will we try it out?" And I was like, no, why the hell would I play some nerdy ass looking game? Well, obviously I did play that nerdy ass looking game, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. In fact, I played the game too much after ridiculing it. But how did I end up playing it too much? How the did I end up playing 3,500 hours in one game? Well, because I wanted to become a pro Dota 2 player. And spoilers, in case you can't already tell, I didn't even get close.
What?
Back in 2013, there was an event called the International 2013, or TA3 for short. TA3 was an esports event with a prize pool of millions and millions of dollars. And honestly, the event was so hyped, it was so good. And it was mainly because every team was interesting, every team had a cool dynamic, every team had really interesting personalities that kind of rivaled other teams, as well as this, the casters were hilarious. The guys that sort of casted the whole event were some of the most charismatic, funny people I've ever watched. And the fans were kind of weird, but I was a part of those weird fans. It was like the World Cup, but for video games. And at the time, it was very unheard of. And I just remember thinking, this is the coolest thing ever. Combine such a new and interesting event with something I loved, video games, with millions of dollars on the line. It was insane. This is what made me want to become a professional Dota 2 player. And it didn't work, obviously. Around the time I started playing, there was no matchmaking system, like ranked, where you got like your rank. They called it the MMR, matchmaking ranking system. After they introduced this MMR system, I soon realized I was an average player, maybe above average, if I'm being generous to myself. Don't get me wrong, I was the best in my friend group. Not by much, but I was the best out of all of us that played. You would like to think so, because I nearly doubled majority of their hours in the game. So it would be kind of embarrassing if I wasn't. So instead of becoming the professional Dota 2 player with millions of dollars earnings that I wanted to be, so instead I just end up playing this incredibly addictive and toxic game for years, with nothing to show for it other than the embarrassing number I now have on my Steam profile. Well, I suppose I kind of got this video out of it. This video that'll probably get 30 views.